what we're doing here, is the cameraman come around here. In our last video, I showed you how to install your wiper system. And we did a real nice job. If you look right here, it's clean. But now what we're doing, we're installing our air conditioner defroster heat unit. Now, it's not really required that you own a unit that has defrost. This is a very small car. It's basically like the wipers. You're not going to drive the car in freezing snow, sleet, and rain. Okay? This is basically, you know, a car that you're going to drive on nice, beautiful days, maybe a little bit of rain, and that's it. But what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the proper way to install your air conditioner, because this is real important for it to work right, especially when you have the air conditioner on. If you don't have it the way that I show you to put it in, your car will get water and moisture all over in the carpet. This is a Generation 2, Vintage Air Generation 2 unit, if you look right there, with defrost. Once again, you really don't need the defrost. All you need is these 3 vents right here, so you can actually go to a smaller unit and save yourself some money. Hot Rod Air makes a nice unit. You know, there's several companies out there. I prefer Hot Rod Air over Vintage Air due to the fact that you're saving yourself money. That's what all this is about, saving money. And the unit that Hot Rod Air makes is a little bit smaller than this unit and fits more compact in there. This comes with all your wire harness that you see. If you buy a complete package unit, which that's usually how most people buy them, it comes with all your hose and everything. Now, I see that this unit came with the defrost vents. Now, the Streetbeasts car, with a unit like this, you will not be able to put defrost in the car. There's no way. The customer went ahead once again and he purchased these. Okay, these are actually vent defrost trims that go on top of the dashboard. But then once again, he purchased them without knowing what he was getting. And that's why I keep telling everybody out there, don't buy nothing until you're ready to install it. And this is a nice item. If you get the vintage system, this control panel is really nice. It's high-tech, and it looks great in your car when it's installed, especially if you make a center console like I do, okay? And you stick that in there. That's a real nice item. So that's the control panel. Now, it does come with inexpensive, cheap control, but you're also going to get miscellaneous brackets. And what those brackets are for is to actually mount it in your car. Now, as I set it up on the side here. If you look right here, this is actually the drain, okay, for your unit. I have actually seen cars where people install these upside down like that, okay? Yeah, that's right, believe it or not. All right, I have actually seen cars where I've rebuilt people's Streetbeasts cars that have bought them from other people, and the air conditioning unit has been up there upside down. I've seen them where they actually install them with wire ties, the plastic wire ties, where they're just hanging in there. Okay, I mean, I don't understand, you know. Why don't we take our time, and if you look right here, I do this for my employees. What does that say? That says think, okay? Let's think it out first and do it right. So let's always think about what we're going to do first before we do it. Now, I went through my brackets and I found this bracket, which is going to help me mount it on the back of the wall. We're going to bring our unit inside, and I'm going to show you what I did. And if you can make the brackets that come with the kit work, then that's great. Okay? So we need to mount this here. We need to mount our air conditioner in this space right here. We want it up, you know, not super close, but close enough in and back as far as we can go. What I use, okay, I use flat steel. All right, that's 1-inch flat steel, and then this one here is 1 3/4 inch, okay? And it doesn't have to be pretty because you aren't going to see it. It's all going to be hidden. So the first thing you want to do, if you can imagine these brackets not being here, is you want to set your unit up inside here with that first bracket, okay? And you want to get it up high enough and back enough, and then on your insulation, what I did on my insulation, if you look under here, I marked a line, okay, where it's going to end up. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. So I went ahead and marked that. I made a bracket, and I drilled and tapped it out for 1/4 inch, okay? Once I did that, I hung the unit up like that, And as I was holding it, I went ahead and made the bracket that you see on the bottom here. Okay? Now I used the wider flat steel because my unit is going to be sitting on top of it. And what I'll probably do is put a piece of rubber here so we don't have no vibration once it's all bolted up and tight. I went ahead and made an L bracket, drilled a hole, and if you watch real close, okay, if the cameraman can set back a little bit and get a good view of this, I'm going to go ahead and bolt this in the car. And this is all a one-man job. It takes a little while. This probably took me 2 hours to rig all this up to do it properly. So the first thing you want to do is get the top bracket in and make yourself a bracket. If you don't have a welder, bend a tab on it and bolt it in, or do what you got to do, but you have to have this sitting in here the way that I'm showing you. So I'm going to go ahead and screw this in just like that. Then if you notice, it's just sitting there, so we don't have to get hefty on it. What I did is I took another piece of flat steel and I lined it up with this mounting hole here. I took a carriage bolt, a 1/4 inch thread carriage bolt, okay, and I went ahead and made a bracket to that. So I'm going to go ahead and bolt that on there. So we get all those tight. All you need to do with this is just snug it down. You don't need to tighten it real tight. And as you see, that's in there very tight. So that's the way that you want to install your air conditioner unit. And then from there, it's basically self-explanatory as far as installing everything else. When you get your unit, like I said, you're going to have detailed instructions. It shows you exactly how it wires up. Okay? It shows you the control modules, the switches. It shows you where all your AC lines are run from the engine, if you look right here. Okay? And if you buy a complete system from them, all your hoses, your fittings, everything you need will come in that kit. So, I hope this has helped you out. That's the way that you install your air conditioner unit in your Streetbeast. Don't be a fool and just slop it in there and think it's going to work, okay? One more thing I'd like to show you before we're done is it's very important that when you install your drain hose, okay, and they give you more than enough if you look. What you want to do, put your drain hose on here, okay, and you might want to clamp that. You really don't have to. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it behind my bracket that I made, just like this. All right, and you notice it's pretty long. And what I'll do is I'll probably just have it go just like that. See there? Because this actually goes outside of the vehicle, okay? And this is just our switch. I was just moving out of the way. So, there you go. I might drill a hole here and let it, go out the hole there, or I might leave it like that. All right. Whatever you do, as long as the water is draining at a down. So I hope this has been another helpful tip on how to install another accessory that you might want to add to your car. And this is Pete over at southwestridingcustom.com. You can call me at 972-420-1293. You can email me through my website, southwestridingcustom.com, and check out all the rest of our videos. And if you have any questions that you need answered, or you need help building your car, or you just need something walked through over the phone, don't hesitate to call. I'm always here working, and we're always here to help you out.